What's up, you guys? Now, I'm so mad at this point. I just got off of work and I just had to tell you guys this story because I had a horrible experience at Ihop. A horrible experience at Ihop. On my lunch break, I had a bad experience, but I'm about to tell you guys what happened. Okay, so today is Free Pancake Day at Ihop. Now, I already made a video about Ihop, about that rude waitress, and about how my friend ditched me when the bill came. Well, I didn't think that I was gonna make another video about Ihop no time soon, but I just had a horrible experience at Ihop today, and now I have to tell you guys the story. So now I'm sitting in the parking lot of my job, and people probably looking at me, but I really don't care because I couldn't wait to get home. So I have to tell you guys while it's fresh in my head so I won't miss no details. Okay, so this is what happened. So I went to meet up with my friend Brandon for lunch today. So my lunch break was at 3 o'clock. I only get an hour lunch. So from 3 to 4 o'clock, that's my lunch break. Okay, so at 3 o'clock, Brandon met me in my job and we went to Ihop from there. Ihop is just down the street from my job. So I said, okay, we're not going to be there that long. So we get to Ihop at 3:08. I knew the exact time because I kind of looked at my phone. I said, okay, it's 3:08. It was 3:08 when we pulled into the parking spot of Ihop. So we get into Ihop and it was a line. It was like a bunch of people. And I already knew it was going to be packed, but I didn't think it was going to be as bad around 3 o'clock. Now around 5 or 6 o'clock, that's probably when it's going to get worse. But it was 3 o'clock. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that many people. So I asked the hostess, I said, excuse me, how long is it going to take for a table of 2 to get set? She said, oh, it's just 2 of y'all? I said, yeah, it's just 2 of us. Like, how long is it gonna take? She said, oh, if it's just 2 of y'all, it's gonna take about 5 or 10 minutes. That's it. I said, okay, that ain't no problem. She said, okay, so what's your name? Let me get your name. Let me write your name down on a little notepad so we'll call you guys in the right order, you know, so we won't skip over nobody. I said, okay, so my name is Charles. So she said, okay, Charles, so okay, I got your name down. So you just have a seat right there, and if you want to donate, here goes a balloon. You put your name on there, and then you put however much money in the box. I said, okay, that's cool. So I sat down. She said 5 or 10 minutes. So I sit down. Me and Brandon, we sit down, and then 3 people come in. It was 3 black people. They came in right after us. Then an elderly couple came in after us. Then a person with a walker came in after us. All 3 of those groups of people got called before me and Brandon. So I'm thinking to myself, why did they skip me and Brandon if those people came after us? Like, what's going on? So 20 minutes passed by. I said, well, maybe they skipped over our name. Maybe they accidentally crossed out our name on the list. So let me go check to see, you know, if something going on. So I'm standing in line because the host is giving the menus to the other customers so they could get set. So she comes back to me. She said, yes, sir, can I help you? I said, yeah, those people was here after us and they got sat after us, and that elderly couple got sat after us, and that person on the walker got sat after us. They skipping, like, y'all skipping over me and my friend. Like, what's going on? She said, no, sir, we going in order. As you can see, look at my paper. You see, we haven't got to your name yet. As a matter of fact, what is your name? I said, my name ain't on that list, but my name is Charles. So the other host comes over. He was like, what's your name again? I said, my name is Charles. So, like, why are you guys skipping over us? So they looking on the paper and they said, well, we don't have a Charles on here. I said, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? You mean to tell me and my friend been sitting here for 20 minutes and our name ain't even on the freaking list? They said, you know what? It's gonna be about 5 or 10 more minutes. I said, no, y'all finna see us right now. They said, oh, okay, come on. So I'm already pissed off. That was strike one. So me and Brandon, we sit down at the table. We already know what we want. They give us our menus and everything, but we already know what we want because, come on, it's free pancakes. We only came there for the free pancakes. We were still gonna leave a tip, but we came there for the free pancakes. So we sat there for 10 minutes straight. Nobody even acknowledged us or nothing. So I told Brandon, I said, I'm gonna get them 5 more minutes. If nobody come over here in 5 minutes, I'm bouncing. I'm rolling out, because they already pissed me off because they didn't write my name down on the list like they said that they were supposed to, and they skipped over us. Like, how can you forget that we was there? Like, come on. So Next thing you know, the host comes over. He was like, have anybody acknowledged you? I said, hell no. Nope. Nobody came over here. Nobody. Not a soul came over here. Nobody. I'm already being petty because I'm already mad because y'all skipped over me and my lunch break is almost over. It was like 3:40 and I got there at 3:08. So we there for 32 minutes and we haven't even got our drinks. Like, I'm already mad right now. I'm boiling hot right now. So next thing you know, the waitress comes over. She was like, do you guys know what y'all want to drink? I said, we don't want nothing to drink. We just want some water. And we want our free pancakes because we've been sitting here all this time. She was like, okay, I'm sorry. I said, you know, my lunch break is almost over. So can I get my pancakes to go? She said, let me check with the manager. So she goes in the kitchen and she comes out. She said, well, the manager says it's only dine-in only. I said, I understand that, but can y'all give me an exception? Because first of all, they skipped over our name. They didn't even have our name on the list. They forgot about us. They totally forgot about us. If I would never went up to the host and asked how long is it gonna take, we wouldn't even be sitting down right now. She said, I do apologize. I said, you know what? I'ma just leave because I can't wait for the pancake. She said, oh, it's not gonna take that long. I said, I don't care how long it's gonna take. I'm gonna be late for work. I can't wait no longer. So me and Brandon, we rolled on out. We still left the donation, but we left. So on our way out, the host is talking about, are you leaving already? I said, yup. I walked on out. So as soon as we get in the car, oh, this is where the story gets interesting. So we get in the car, we backing out of the Ihop parking lot. Next thing you know, this idiot gets in my parking spot and almost hits me. He was this close to hit me. Almost hits my car. Mind you, I never had an accident in my car. Like, never. I've been having my car for almost 3 years and nobody has ever hit it. But he would have been the first one. He was like really close to hitting it. And he didn't even care. So I just started honking my horn. I was just like holding my hand down on that horn like beep. So I'm yelling like, you're not paying attention, you stupid idiot. What's wrong with you? So he hops out the car. He was like, hey, bro, it was a car coming. I thought you were waiting on the car. I said, well, you thought wrong. I said, don't you know you almost hit my car? He said, well, you were in the way. I was trying to park. I said, hold on. I said, you supposed to wait until I'm completely away from this parking spot. I said, are you in that big of a hurry to get inside IHOP and get some pancakes? Them pancakes ain't going nowhere. I said, and if for the record, you're going to be waiting a long time anyway because me and my friend waited 30 minutes before we even got sat. And it's just me and him. And you got a whole family in your car, so you're going to be waiting by a good 2 hours. Talking about, well, it's not that I'm in a hurry. It's just, I thought you were going to go. I said, well, you thought wrong. I said, if you would have hit my car, would have knocked you inside your head. You don't know who you messing with. Talking about, well, just calm down. I said, don't tell me to calm down. He said, well, I didn't hit your car, okay? I said, you probably ain't even got no license or insurance. You probably riding dirty. He said, I have all of that. I said, yeah, right. I said, go on about your business, man. Go on about your business. I just drove off. He came at me at the right time because if he would have hit my car, I'd probably be in jail somewhere. So God just saved his life. So after that, Brandon say, well, I really want to report IHOP. You know, I want to call in report. So Brandon decides, okay, well, I'm going to call the store. I'm going to Google the telephone number to this location, and I'm going to call and complain. I said, Brandon, if you calling to complain about a location, you're not supposed to call that particular store. You're supposed to call corporate, Brandon. He said, for real? I said, yeah. You're supposed to call corporate office. You don't call the IHOP that we just left and complain to the manager because I'm pretty sure the manager is aware of what happened. He said, oh, well, I don't have the number to corporate. I said, you got to Google that. So he finds the number to corporate office. Next thing you know, this is where the story gets interesting again. A man gets on the phone. I'm going to call him Steve. So the man, he acknowledges himself. Brandon had the phone on speaker and I'm driving. I'm already mad because I'm hungry. My break almost over. I only got 10 more minutes before my break over and I didn't even get to eat nothing. And I have to go back to work soon. So the person, Steve, he gets on the phone. He said, hi, this is Steve from the corporate office or whatever. He acknowledges himself or whatever. And he said, how can I help you? And Brandon say, yeah, can I speak to a supervisor or a manager? He said, you're speaking to one right now. He said, oh, okay. Well, I just left the IHOP right here in Gulfgate in Houston, Texas. Yes, that's right. It was Gulfgate. IHOP on Gulfgate in Houston, Texas. Yes. Yes, I'm calling y'all out. Yeah. IHOP in Gulfgate, Houston, Texas. Don't go there on Free Pancake Day because they have horrible service. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So he said, yeah, I'm calling to complain about that IHOP. You know, I had a terrible experience. So the guy on the phone, he says, well, can I ask a few quick questions? He said, well, let me tell you what happened first. He said, okay, but before you tell me what happened, I need to ask you a few questions just in case we get disconnected. And then he was like, okay, go ask him a few questions. He said, okay, so he asked him something. I don't even remember what he asked him. So next thing you know, Brandon was about to, well, no, I remember what he asked now. He asked what location was it? And he said it was in Gulfgate by Woodridge on the corner of Winkler Drive in Houston, Texas. So Steve says, I never heard of that location. He say, exactly where is it again? He say, Houston, Texas, Gulfgate and Woodridge on the corner of Winkler Drive. I can't find it on my results, so I'm already getting mad. I said, Brandon, I'm yelling right now. I said, Brandon, tell him to put somebody else on the phone, because right now he pissing me off, and he really pissing me off right now, because it's not that hard to find a Ihop in Gulfgate. Like, come on, you could Google that. So he said, well, I'm not getting any results on that. So Brandon getting mad right now, and I'm getting even madder. And Brandon said, well, can I speak to somebody above you then? He said, well, I'm the only one in the office. I said, he the only one in the office? Really? So he the only one answering calls, doing the paperwork and everything. He must love his job. If he the only one in the office at the moment, they need to be paying him $25 an hour. I need that job. I'll be the only one in the office. Shoot. I think that was a lie. So he said, okay, so what was the location again? I said, Brandon, hang up that phone. So Brandon still arguing with him. Gulfgate and Woodridge on the corner of Winkler in Houston, Texas. Yes, I can't find it. I said, Brandon, give me that phone. I got the phone. I said, click. Hung up the phone. You not helping me right now, so I hung up in your face. Yeah, so we got disconnected. Yeah, because you pissed me off. Well, to make a long story short, I never got my pancakes from IHOP. I really wanted my pancakes, but I just think I'm going to just start going to IHOP altogether. It seems like every time I go to IHOP on Free Pancake Day, it's always a horrible experience. And I haven't even went there in 5 years. The last time I went there was when that rude waitress was my server. And 5 years later, I thought they got better with their service. Apparently they did. And they skipping over people's names. First of all, they not even writing down the names to skip over it. You got to write down the person's name to skip over it. They forget about it. And then they don't acknowledge you when you sit down at the table. So I would not be going back to IHOP on Free Pancake Day. If anything, I would just buy my pancakes and go on a slow day. Well, that was the story. I was heated because I really wanted my pancakes. So I had to settle for some McDonald's. Yeah. I just had to tell you guys a story while it was fresh in my head.